Round and round we go, just like NASCAR. Match 2 coming our way from Haja Rose Bowl. The driver of these 10 frames is going to be Brad Kemp, placed 3rd in the qualifier. Brad's been on our show before.
Multi-time champion of this event, actually.
Tough little hombre, head-to-head matches. That one goes through the nose, though.
Not the start he was looking for this match here. And fear not, you do not have to adjust your television screens. His shirt is really that bright.
I said we're not going to miss Brad on today's show. Sporting the orange Puma. Flattens the ball down, gets the 2, and put it up on the deck.
Yep.
Tried to get it to help. No dice. We'll have a 9. Kemp from Richland, PA. He's not bowling in a league right now. Has a 300 game, 852 high series. He won, I think, this tournament 2007, 2008, and has just done very well in local events. But Owen Darby starts this one off as he did last game with the strike. So once again, Pat, Owen Darby cranks it up. There's his first game, a nice little 212. Moved him into the quarterfinals. See if he can double up here. Shades of the start of game number 1 when Jason Stadler got 7 split 2 for a 9 count in his first frame against Kemp. But I don't think Owen Darby wants a 9 spare this time around.
No, it looks like he's actually softened up a little bit. He's looping the ball. He's not as hard, not as firm and straight as he was. So that's definitely a little bit of a change.
Brad Kemp now. Ball number 2. Frame number 2, pardon me. That's a nice, he's got the Earth Day ball going there, Brad Kemp. Fans have filtered in.
Good shot.
And they're bounce back for Brad Kemp. Is he's going to get a strike. Nice deep breath. Brad now set to go, focused in. His next 8 frames moves over to lane 3.
Got run through some of our other finalists or semi-finalists that we got prior to the finals here. 6th place was Brent Frisch. 7th place was Mike Taylor, not of Allentown. 8th place, another former Masters champion, and Dan Schreiner. Looks like Brad's having a little bit of trouble here on the left lane. That was the
yes.
Yeah, the bugaboo lane for our other righty on the telecast to start, Jason Stadler as well.
It's like the back pin kicked out for him. A little bonus would have made it more difficult to see here. A little chaser.
I don't know. Did the
is it gone? Nope, still there.
No,
sorry, couldn't see it.
So that makes this little baby split much more difficult because he's going to have to hook the ball in. He's going to have to catch more of the 3 pins to make sure he gets to the 9, just like that.
And keep that one on the video. Good split coverage by Brad Kemp, puts him at 29. Would have dug the hole a little deeper. Here's a good look.
You can see where he's in. He's actually curving it at the corner pins here and catches a lot of the front pin and was able to drive it back into the 9 and split the 10.
Mini fist pump from Brad Kemp, who has 29 through 2 frames.
Owen Darby on the right lane. Good shot.
Triples. Perfect start for the left-hander. It's like a replay of the many shots he has made prior. Owen Darby.
No, Owen's doing pretty good right now. You know, once again, he is the defending champion of this event. He was also a champion of the Lehigh Valley Masters in 2010, 2-time Junior Masters champion. He put in his bowling memorable moments. He bowled righty once and didn't like it. So I think he made a good choice in sticking with the southpaw delivery here.
No question about that. Most of the right-handers would tell you. Wow, and a nice little kick out on the 7-pin and a fist pump from Darby. He's got the front four and the lead in match number 2, the quarterfinal. Brad Kemp kind of like, what am I going to do with this here?
Yeah, what he needs to do is he needs to strike and strike quickly and often at this point. Some more of our top 18 finishers. Isaac Kim finished in 9th. Jeff Bosak, Blue Mountain Hall of Fame baseball player, was our 10th place finisher. Jim Winterfeld, 11th. Adam Chase in 12th. Getting back to the roots.
And Kemp goes light on the lane that he had liked now. 7 count maybe pressed a little bit.
And a little amped up, yeah.
And Jeff Bozak told us his stats for today. For people who were wondering, he was 3 for 4, 4 RBIs and 2 doubles. So Jeff Bozak has his stats down.
Well, I'm sure he had a few more doubles than just 2 in bowling vernacular because he bowled very well. Jeff's one of our solid club players in the area. He bowls a lot in the clubs. Bowls weekly at the National Sokals over in Bethlehem and bowls on Sunday nights for East Downwind Fire Company and Lehigh Valley Clubmen. So,
yeah, he always undertalks his game. Jeff's good at that.
He is very good.
Proficient at undertalking as he's beating you by 25.
Yeah, he's very, very humble when it comes to his bowling, but
the numbers don't deceive.
No, he's a very good player.
Here comes Brad Kent. Needs to get on some strike.
Yeah, Brad's made a ball change here.
And can't catch a break.
Better look. He got the ball. He was able to get the ball a little bit further to the right. Went to a ball that's going to be a little bit cleaner through the front part of the lane. Won't hook as early. Got to save some energy down lane.
Service Electric crew here today. As I mentioned, doing bowling. They've been out every night. It's going to get a little more crowded on that schedule. Basketball.
Basketball playoffs coming up. Allen's making a big run this year.
Big run. We want to congratulate Doug Snyder, and his team has done a stellar job. Hope they can go deep into the state. They can run, they can shoot.
They're guaranteed into the state tournament, correct?
I believe so.
They're in the district final, so I think they're getting two teams out of this district for the state basketball. And like the stick and ball sports, in the spring, we only generally get one team out of our district.
Here comes Darby looking for number 5. Looks good out of the hand.
He's catching that pin coming up out of the channel, getting that 7-pin kick out. He's got that two balls in a row here, so you can see he's starting to circle the ball just a little bit more. He was a little harder and firmer the first game, and towards the end he started circling it a little bit more, and he's continued that right now. He's still throwing the ball hard, don't get me wrong, but he's getting the ball more. He's arcing the ball through the front part of the lane a little bit more from right to left off his hand now.
And as a player, you love that little tap on those corner pins. It means you're playing the right shot. Things are looking good. That time goes high.
Yeah, he pulled that one in. So we finish up our top 18 here. In 13th spot was Mark Hess. 14th, Josh Samuelson. 15th, Wayne Fleming Jr., who had a good run in the Masters this year at a 300 game. It's a tie for 16th between Scott Gingrich and Chris Kramer, another former Masters champion. And finishing 18th was Edwin Weller.
Darby covers that 6-pin. 139, has a pretty good lead on Brad Kemp. Is going to have to make a move with a string of strikes.
He's got a 54-pin lead right now. And it'll be interesting if we can get when Brad goes and puts his hand in the ball, we can get a good close-up of his grip. He actually uses a grip called the Sarge Easter grip. Can't really see it from there, but his middle finger is a conventional fingertip, standard fingertip or semi-fingertip grip. And there's a good break on the 2-pin. And then his ring finger is actually much shorter and is drilling the ball as a conventional grip. So it allows him to take a little bit of rotation off the ball, have a little bit more control as a high rev player.
I didn't know there were any Sarge Easter players out there. there's one right here on Two Sports. They bring everything.
You can see it very quickly when he starts moving. That spells disaster for Brad there.
6 count, double pinochle. Your card players out there.
It's amazing. This is what we say, the 23rd John Reiss Memorial Tournament. And in our telecast today, we've got 5 of the previous 22 champions in our top 5, with Brad having 3 titles, Keith having 1, and Owen Darby having 1. So it's
a lot of champions here today.
Yeah.
You want to see a good bowling show, come on out as Brad Kemp makes the proverbial field goal. Bring it this far, a little frustrating when you can't get lined up. A double here by Owen Darby is going to close out. Doesn't get the 7.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Wasn't able to get that tap out of the channel.
.97 for Brad Kemp if he goes off the sheet at this point.
Yeah, right now Owen's at. Let's see, he's 167 with a miss here. He's up 60 pins in the match with a miss. He's just looking to make 2 spares here and finish this out. There's one of them.
Closes these or gets a strike here. Owen Darby's going to move on. And he'll face Kevin Poppity unless something.
Keith Poppity.
Keith Poppity, pardon me. Unless something drastic happens.
It's funny you say Kevin because I believe Kevin is Keith's brother. Yes, it is.
I'd like to say I did that intentionally, but I didn't.
But Owen has made a name for himself in local circles and even outside of the area in various tournaments and bowling.
Ooh,
tough break.
But the right time for him when you're in the driver's seat like Owen Darby is.
When you got a pretty big lead, it's those are a little bit more acceptable. But
it's Darby with 77 right here. Can put it away. Shouldn't have any trouble with this spare to his direct left. And does have
easy
the spare.
cover. That'll be enough to basically seal the match.
And the only guy that would wish you evil in years past would have been that Gern Blanston would want something to happen to you so he can move on. But I don't think Brad Kemp wants anything to go south here for Owen Darby. And he's light again. And it's tough, Pat, when you're out there, with again the big expectations. He was in a good position, 2 games to win. Or 3 games to win to move on, and you're putting yourself in a decent position. So, and as we said, the frames disappear pretty quickly.
Now he's just going through the motions and trying to finish this out and move on.
And he'll move down a spot.
Yep. He'll finish 4th.
From 3 to 4, and Owen Darby has moved up from 4 to 3 in his afternoon.
He moved out there trying to get back to the pocket. He just looks a little bit confused right now. He's not seeing the ball motion that he had.
Well, no,
in qualifying.
And when you agree, all good players at this point take advantage of every frame to see what. Had I started there, I mean, he's going to be back next year bowling this event. Tough competitor, so maybe just checking out maybe the TP pair reacts kind of different, and he is talking to Owen Darby as he comes off lane 3.
Yeah. His previous wins in 2007 and 2008 were at the old former Boulevard lanes. And then 2010, I believe, was here. He's been very proficient bowling over-under tournaments, which, depending on the age, you'll have a player over the age of a specified number and one under, when Brad is always in the under category. As he's only 35 years old, he's done very well with Tom Lazzaro and Dean Wolf, and he had pulled in a name from the past from our area, James Mack, last weekend.
Jim Mack, yes.
Bowled a tournament. James's brother Tim is known throughout the world as one of the finest amateur players for a long time, and actually played some football at Penn State for Joe Paterno.
As a walk-on. Yeah, well, that would have been the 7-10, but he gets a jumper to take out the 7.
One advantage that Owen's actually having right now is that he's the only one on his side of the lane, so his only transition is going to be what he creates. Our two top seeds, Keith Poppity and Brett Tashuk, they're going to still have to play around with what Jason has done to the lanes and what Brad has done to the lanes and what they will do to the lanes. So right now, another solid game.
237 if he goes off the sheet with the strike. Has done superb here. Has Owen Darby 1 count under a 9. That a 7-2 split back in the 7th frame of the first match where he went for 7-10.
Correct. Yep. This is a great tournament. Again, in our 23rd year, George Morgan has put together a great event, great one-day tournament, as you stated, to start. He's got a number of sponsors that help him out. You've got Gebhardt's Bowling and Billiards. You've got Lorex Pro Shops. You've got Our Family's Pro Shop. You got the
Morgan family.
The Morgan family here, right here, Hazer Rolls Bowl, Hazer Lounge, and Terry White Amusements. Without these folks helping George with the prize monies and everything, we wouldn't be able to conduct this great event with all the payouts that we do. Hopefully we'll get more participation in the years to come.
And there you see Brad Kemp with the strike, kind of rooting it on. Knocks 10 down. He'll go for 2 more. 164 if he goes off the sheet, which, as every bowler will tell you, is better than a 154. So
that's correct.
He's going to do his best to KO the pins.
Yeah.
Double 1 more for Brad Kemp, and then we're going to probably go to a break. Owen Darby's going to take a breather, and Keith Poppity will move in. Now they're telling him he's lined up from the back. Brutal crowd back there.
Yeah, they're telling him where he should be playing. So,
and it's always easier from the back.
Yeah.
Some of the best scores talked about are on the mezzanine. Now way deep and wheels that around and trips out the second one.
I'm going to guess that he's going to go back and say, "Yeah, I still should have been playing there the whole time." So I'm just a surprise on my part. So.
I agree with you. But this one way deep, kind of having a little bit of fun. We see Chris Riga there to the side. We want to thank the committee putting this tournament together. Of course, George Morgan, Chris Riga, Kyle Morgan, Renee Guerin, Dave and Donna Bergenstock, and we'll be back with another match of the Reiss Memorial Scratch Tournament.